You know, sometimes we don't give credit to old Harold Potter. Like, think about how in Prisoner of Azkaban, when he's on the side of the lake with a bunch of Dementors coming to him, and he's waiting for his dad to save him, and he realizes he's got to save himself, and he just performs the Patronus. And I think there's just something really powerful in that moment. As someone who struggles with mental health themselves, with general anxiety disorder, childhood trauma, I think it's just awesome that he was able to buck up and, you know, do it. And because Dementors are a metaphor thingy, build, lock, link thing, like a metaphor for depression, I think that just makes it more powerful. So, well on you, Harry. Way to not get your soul sucked.
Get up to your room, boy, and there will be no meals for you for a week.
Yeah, you know what? No, not fine. I think we should talk this out. Did this stem from a problem in your childhood? Were you not picked first for the football team? Did you not have a good male authority figure? Because, look, we can bond about that. What's going on in here? I understand that you had a lot of jealousy of your sister being a witch and all, and you probably resent me for having those powers that you never had. Who knows, maybe you had a crush on my dear old dad and are mad that you married a potato. But if anything, my school has taught me with my daily therapy sessions and healthy parental figures other than Hagrid is that... Oh, wait. I didn't have any of those. In Lily's last moments on Halloween 1981, she took comfort in knowing that Sirius would raise Harry as his own. I'll see myself out. You're a wizard, Harry. Oh, cool. It is cool. Now come with me, we gotta go buy your stuff. What do you mean, come with you? We're leaving this place, you know, we gotta get your school supplies. Look, dude, the accent makes you seem wholesome and like a marshmallow man, but I'm not gonna go somewhere with you. I just met you. You literally broke down my door. Well, yeah, but I put it back up again. Right, but you really didn't need to do it at all. I mean, I get your toll, but you could just open it and kind of duck down, like how you did after you knocked it down anyway. Alright, I get it, but it was making an entrance, alright? Okay, fine, whatever, we'll get to that later. But no, you're a stranger man who wants to take me away from this place, and I'm just supposed to believe that you come from a magic school where they do magic stuff? But I have a wand. I see no wand. You just pointed your umbrella at my cousin and he got a pigtail. For all I know, I could just be hallucinating. I haven't eaten in like 3 months. Okay, fine. Fair point. How about this? I'll take you away from these people. Yeah, they are trash. Fair enough. Let's go. Are you guys ready for Harry Potter sing-along rhyme time? Let's go! Peach. Snitch. Beach. Did you get the rhyme, kids? And the person who gets the liquid lock is... Maybe, just for once, it might be me. No, Ronald, stupid, dumb, don't build yourself up like that. The golden boy himself that we're all so lucky to even breathe the same air of, Harold James Potter! Why is it that when it comes to getting picked on by Cornish pixies and getting stuck on an actual piece of metal 30 feet up in the air after falling off a broom, it's always me, but when it comes to getting any sort of accomplishments, it's never me?
What? As if? The only way that's possible is if he found a magical book that had all the answers in it, written by, oh, I don't know, some kind of potions master. Ba, 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 she knows. 1-1, I'm here. Oh, you poor boy.
Yes, this is going to be good.
I thought he had a thing with the Granger girl.
Oh, please, Severus, the last person to know anything about love would be you. How's your last flame doing? Oh, wait!
She's expired. I mean, if I was given more time, I could have made her love me.
Shh, Snickerdoodle, the show is starting.
1-1, I'm here, don't worry. I purposely haven't showered in days so that my scent could revive you. Ew.
Oops, wrong scene. I miss Hermione.
That could mean anything.
I want Hermione Jean Granger by my bedside and not stinky Lavender Brown who smells like she never showers. She's the worst.
Well, you heard him, you stank butt nerf herder.
I'm going to be very honest. The thing I'm about to say right now is going to make you cry. When I read this, I had a sharp intake of breath like I just submerged myself in the Black Lake during the Triwizard Tournament. Okay, I've mentally prepared you. I'm not responsible now. Okay. The only time that James Sirius Potter felt uncomfortable while he was attending Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry was when a ghost came up to him, and he told the ghost that his name was James Sirius Potter and he was the son of Harry Potter. And the ghost then tried to take a picture of him. I'm sorry, but I warned you. If you don't know who it is, it was Colin Creevey, because in the battle of Hogwarts, he's a ghost. Lucius Reginald Malfoy, I'm so tired of you being a despicable human being. You can't have terrible manners and treat everyone like actual trash just because you have a few galleons in the bank. Now, Miss Granger, I have never done anything wrong, ever, in my life. You're literally putting a Horcrux in a child's bag as we speak. What now? You saw that? Alright, you guys, I have some drama, some tea to spill for the Harry Potter TikTok community. And look, I usually don't spill the tea. I usually just watch other people stir the pot and spill the tea and watch it boil over with joy. But today, I have some drama to announce with probably one of your favorite Harry Potter TikTok creators. Now, look, they're a pretty big creator. You probably know of them. They got over 100,000 followers. They do a lot of cosplays, a lot of duets with a lot of popular other creators. And I just have to let you know something's shocking. This person has been doing Severus cosplays and Regulus Black cosplays and basically just pretending that we'll never find out this information. The audacity to hide this from us for so long. Gavin, this is you. This is literally you. You're gonna look me in the eye and tell me that you're not Snape? You're not that actor? This whole time you thought we wouldn't find out. You had a hand in the pot the whole time.
Tell me you're a Harry Potter nerd without telling me you're a Harry Potter nerd. Bonus points if you...
Well, in addition to cosplaying Severus Tobias Snape, my fiance and I actually planned an entire Harry Potter wedding. But it got canceled because, COVID. My early Christmas present from my fiance this year was a Harry Potter advent calendar. My early Christmas present from my mother was a Harry Potter calendar. In the studio where I film all my TikToks, Harry Potter. My love, I can say that because my fiance doesn't have TikTok, and also just because it's a joke and he supports me and he's emotionally responsible for me as well as I'm emotionally responsible for him, and we have a healthy relationship and we get that we have crushes on other people and it's fine. Ooh. Ah. A queen even back then. My bridal shower was Harry Potter themed. Our invites were Harry Potter themed. Art that I made in college. Autographed Alan Rickman. My various cosplay things, and it continues over here. My Harry Potter first edition that I'm currently reading. And that's just some of it. Hope you enjoyed. Mischief managed.
Surprise, everyone. Not only am I smarter than you, I'm also much, much hotter.
What? All this time Hermione's been a girl? Are you serious? Well, yeah, I mean, all this time she's been wearing those wizarding robes. You mean the school uniform that literally every person in this castle wears? Oh, Hermione, your face, it is a good face tonight. It looks pretty on the places where it is covered in skin.
Oh, Victor, I can't wait to not be loquacious with you this evening. Why are we clapping, Severus?
Potter's finally realized how thick the Weasel boy is.
Oh, Severus, it's not his fault. With all those children in his family, there weren't much genes left to go around. I'm surprised he can even stand upward on a broom. So sorry. I had to step away for a moment to make my dress book accurate.
Hi, do you mind if I sit here? All the other carts are full and I'm not trying to get crammed in like a sardine like I am at home. Sure, mate, come on in and pop a squat. My name's Ronald Spiderus Weasley. What's yours? Oh, I'm Harry Expelliarmus Potter. Whoa, you're Harry Potter? Do you have Oh, yeah. Wow, you defeated an evil wizard and all you got was that scar. What? Oh, no, my toxic aunt and uncle gave me this. Holy toadstools, I'm so sorry.
Ah, just kidding. I was attacked by an evil wizard when my parents were exterminated.
Pardon me, plebeians, but have either of you seen an amphibian? A boy named Neville has lost one.
Nah, girl, only amphibian in here is the Friendshiposaurus.
You've got dirt on your nose.
If you're trying to be a brown nose, don't be. That's my thing. It's not dirt. I've been trying contouring. My sister says I look a little chubby in the chin.
Your glasses are whack. Let me help you.
Thanks, girl. I see what you did there. Better get your uniforms on unless you want Hogwarts to see you for the first time, makey. Wow, what a bit! Voldemort Evil Incorporated. Da, 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 da. Ah, Harry Potter. What an unexpected surprise. And by unexpected, I mean completely expected.
Troponius Maximus Boximus.
Grrr. Oh, hey there. This video is for all Slytherins over the age of 18 with daddy issues. So if you're not a Slytherin over the age of 18 with daddy issues, keep scrolling. Alright, it's just us. Hi, how's therapy going? So listen, I just thought of this amazing AU aesthetic that I've never thought of before, and I had to share it because it brought me so much serotonin. Okay, picture it. Even close your eyes if you want. Let's really get into this. Picture it. You're in your home that you share with Severus Snape and Lucius Malfoy. The three of you are in the library. It's Christmas time. You have a tree set up in the corner. It's magic, so it has fairies coming around it. It's beautiful. It's lit up. It's gorgeous. Snape is sitting next to you reading a Christmas carol. Aloud to you and him and Lucius, your little trio. After he reads the story, Lucius goes to the piano and he starts playing a little instrumental moment. Then the three of you go to Paris. I don't know, just thinking of Lucius playing the piano, I've never thought of it before, and I just really added to this whole vibe. You know what I mean?
Professor, you asked to see me.
Oh, yes, Snickerdoodle. Come on in. I may have been naughty.
Oh no, sir. Did you make the centaurs uncomfortable again?
What? No, I am not allowed within 500 feet of them anymore. I made you a dating profile on Love Cauldron.
How dare you? Your lack of professionalism never ceases to astound me.
Now you listen here, boy. It's high time you started seeing some real women instead of holding that pillow you glued a red wig on.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but fine. Did I get any messages?
Goody. It looks like you did get one. Oh, you spicy hippogriff.
Fine, read it to me then if you must.
Oops, it's just a notification from the app.
I'll never let them take you.
I wish I was a dinosaur, because all of them are dead.
I just checked the order computer, and I think Potter's having a breakdown. Has anyone checked on him recently? Don't worry, Lily. I'll take care of him.
Guys, I have something so fun for us to play today. It's like an interactive game. We're going to do it together. Okay, so here you see a bunch of different Harry Potter characters. You have $100 to build your strongest team. I'll go first and explain my reasoning. Boom, definitely picking Snape. I think for obvious reasons. Then I'm going to go ahead and go with Lupin. He's smart, but he's got that feral wolf instinct, so he's going to go for it, but also be cautious, which I respect. Then I'm going to go with Hermione Granger because obviously she's iconic, she's smart, she'll be able to put a bunch of snacks in her little pack when we go on our mission. Now here's the thing, I want to know who you pick, and then I'm going to judge you based off that in the comments, and then also try to guess what your Hogwarts house is. So go ahead and comment your team. I just think it's really fun, okay? I haven't been able to see any of my friends because there's a global pandemic, and I just want to hang out with people and talk about Harry Potter, okay? Also, like, I'm really excited to see who you guys pick. Potter, you made it back. What gave you away? Dang it. It was my freaking Expelliarmus. I'll just say it was Hedwig. She's already gone, LMAO. It was Hedwig. I think she was trying to save me. Okay, listen guys, last night I had a dream of Jason Isaacs. I'm not going to get into the details because we're not trying to get banned. But this gave me the idea of let's go through his roles and determine how like scrumdiddlyumptious he looks in each of them. Sometimes you just wake up thirsty. Now, this is him playing the role of himself, and look at that little smirk. That's the smirk saying he has a secret, and maybe you're the secret. Like, I don't know. Like, it's not an affair. Like, you guys just do weird stuff behind closed doors. Now, this hooked baddie has been getting a lot of attention on the TikTok right now. This is him as Captain Hook, and he's hooked me in, if you know what I'm saying. Like, yeah, I understand that he's a villain, but maybe he just has trauma from when his hand literally got eaten by an alligator. Like, wouldn't you be salty too? I don't know what's happening here, but I love how concerned he is and, like, his heart, you know? Here, he's a doctor. I'd love to play doctor with him. And then, I mean, come on, the star of my fan fiction dreams. I mean, he'll, like, play the piano to you, and then you do other things on the piano.
Dashing through the halls like a bat hunting for prey. To potions class he goes, sneering all the way. He was set on fire and received a nasty bite. The only joy he ever gets is holding a lily at night. Oh, simping Snape, you saved the wizarding world from the mire. You had a chance at happiness if your lily hadn't expired.
Oh, so sorry, didn't know anyone was in here.
Oh my gosh, it's a big ugly troll!
Alright, bit of a harsh tone, seems unnecessary. Hermione, there's a troll on the loose.
Oh really, you don't say, Ronald McDonald.
Hermione, there's a troll right in front of you.
Believe it or not, I spotted that, Sherlock.
Oh my gosh, it looks like something Dumbledore pulled out of his beard. Alright, you know what? This whole friend group is toxic. You, young man, you need to learn some manners.
Oh, what you gonna do about it? Hit me with your big stick?
Well, I wasn't planning on. I don't really like to resort to violence, but, you know, I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Haha. Troll wants to hit you with a stick. He has a crush on you.
I've got a crush on me, do you, Troll?
What to know? I've got a wife and 3 kids at home.
Troll and Harry sitting in a tree.
That's it. I'm only on week 2 of therapy. I gotta get this anger out. You asked for it. You were being toxic. I can't be held responsible for my actions.
Ow! Was that really necessary? My species doesn't need a COVID test. We're immune.
Got bigger brains than most Americans. I guess I went too deep with the COVID test. So it's a known fact that Umbridge is the worst character in Harry Potter, surpassing Voldemort. People just accept it. But did you know that there's actual, scientific book research for why she's worse? It's common knowledge that Death Eaters can't produce a Patronus except for Snape, who uses his love for Lily to Patronus one? Yeah, I'm making it a verb. I can do what I want. And Umbridge actually does one too when we see her in the films giving people life sentences in Azkaban. She does her little creepy cat, which is saying something because I love cats. If I have to make them creepy, you've ruined 2 things for me. The Harry Potter series and cats. Dumbledore trash. I hate Dumbledore too. He came into my Umbridge hate. But anyway, so that means that her Patronus is produced by causing suffering to others. She doesn't just do it. She gets joy out of it. It gives her a happy memory in order to produce a Patronus. Don't even touch the idea that she was also abusive to students. Garbage. Thank you. I like to think that there was at least one Muggle-born student who refused to call the teachers by professor, because it's you call teachers Mr. or Mrs. in the States. And I just hope that someone went up to Umbridge and they were like, "So Mrs. Umbridge," and she was like, "It's Professor." And they were like, "Do you have a doctorate degree?" And she was like, "No." He's like, "Okay, so Mrs. Umbridge,
Seeing how this robot pronounces Harry Potter names. Remus Lupin. I say Remus, but okay, I'll let it slide. Hermione Granger. Hermione sounds like an expensive pasta dish from actual Italy that I can't afford. Well, bish, you don't gotta sound so happy about my poverty. Lucius Malfoy. I to get that excited saying his name under him. What, who said that? Potions daddy with that BD. An abusive, manipulative piece of trash who pretended he was good.
No. McGonagall, you can't just get me to do whatever you want. No, Flitwick, obviously this wasn't my idea. Yes, obviously. You can't get any other students to fill out your baritone section. Fine. Alright, just start whenever. No accompaniment. No budget. Awesome. 'Cause I'm a creep. I'm a weirdo. What am I doing here? I don't belong here. Alright, that's all you're getting. If you ever speak of this again, I deny everything.
Arthur Weasley looks into the mirror of Erised. He looks the same, but he can tell by the glint in his eye that he finally found out what the function of a rubber duck is. This behind-the-scenes Harry Potter fact shows me that Rupert Grint actually has massive quaffles. During filming, obviously, they would be on set for a long time, and they have to fill the time, right? So Rupert decided to be artsy, to be, creative, if you will, and he decides to sketch one of his co-stars. In this case, the beautiful, stunning, talented, incredible potions daddy, Alan Rickman. Now, I get told I look like him a lot, so we know that the profile is pretty standard, but the schnoz is a little on the, larger side. So Rupert decided to accentuate some of those features, and while he was in potions class, which, I mean, that's a power move. So he drew that, and Alan caught him. Now, Alan was super sweet and even had Rupert sign it because he wanted to keep it forever, and he said he was very fond of it, which precious. Love him. And I was just thinking about that now. Can you imagine the cojones you would have to make that portrait while Snape was there? I could never. Confidence or stupidity. Okay, look, you and I need to have a little conversation because I read that and I was like, okay, like it's probably just an internet rumor, right? There's no way that someone would even take a milkshake 30 feet away from Alan Rickman, let alone his car, let alone put it in his car and spill it. So I looked it up on IMDb. It happened. Apparently, you know what? I'm gonna prove it to you. See? Also, can we talk about the fact that Matthew Lewis was there too? What's his deal? Did he have a banana split? Was he putting it on top of the shake and they were making a little ice cream shop in the back? Also, this means that Alan Rickman was eating ice cream. He took them to get ice cream? What did he get? What ice cream flavor did he eat? Oh my gosh, him licking an ice cream cone? Stop. Okay. This is a lot to process. This is a lot to take in. But yeah, this is going to be a series now. We're going to talk about all of those facts. I changed all my passwords to incorrect. So now when I forget my password, it tells me my password is incorrect.
Potter, are you saying you hate me?
No, I'm just saying you're the Monday of my life.
Mr. Potter, you failed the exam.
Well, you failed to educate me. Why don't you just dispose of Potter now, my lord?
Severus, before the end of the school year? Harry Potter, maybe it's time we put our grudges aside and become friends. I wanted to say Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, thanks, V-Dog. Ow! Did you know that there were a bunch of Harry Potter scenes that got cut out of the movies? And I'm not talking about extra scenes that were included on the Blu-ray, but just weren't found anywhere. Remember where that we go into Snape's mind, Potions Daddy, and we see his worst memory where he's getting pantsed by the annoying Marauders? Minus Lupin, we love him. Well, in one of the deleted scenes, Lily was there defending him, but it was cut out, which makes sense because we didn't want the grand reveal to be spoiled for the movie-watching audience who didn't read the books. And it makes sense that they didn't want to ruin that surprise too early, but can you imagine how much that would have told us? It would have made my heart hurt for my little bean even more. Another scene they cut out was Harry sitting by the lake after Sirius's expiration through that fancy shower curtain. I think this would have been cool to see some of Harry's trauma so that we can understand why he's so sassy when he gets tired of people telling him to save the world, because he's dealing with a lot of trauma and no therapist or medication. More scenes to come. More scenes that were actually filmed for the Harry Potter movie series, but were deleted and can't even be found on the Blu-rays. They're just gone forever and the public will never see them, but I found out what they were. The first one is Lucius Malfoy in Azkaban. We actually got to see him in prison without his purified sparkling water, and we also see him with a cuff around his neck, which... Sorry, I got a little excited there. But I think it would have been interesting to see him unraveling while he has to pay punishment for his crimes. And to piggy off that, there was another scene where little Lulu, Lulu Jr. Draco Malfoy, has to deal with all the trauma that was caused by the war and losing his father and all of that. And I think that would have been really cool to see a little bit of Draco's soft innards, even though we didn't get his redemption arc, which I'm sure everyone knows about him throwing the wand to the boy who lived and everything. But I think that would have been interesting. And lastly, after Dedrick loses that duel in the graveyard, there was a scene where Harry is processing it all by a waterfall. Artsy. More scenes coming. More Harry Potter scenes that were filmed but were deleted and not even included on the Blu-ray. Like, they're gone, the public will never see them. But we found out what they were. So there's a scene where Victor and Hermione, not Ron, sorry, plot twist, were dancing at Bill and Fleur's wedding while Ron looks on all salty, like, we'll ask you, emotional teaspoon. Anyway, you may have heard of that one. But did you know there was a heartbreaking scene where Lupin asks Harry to be Teddy's godfather? I just can't believe they left this out. It's a pretty critical moment for the whole plot, and we get to see Lupin's last interaction with Harry before he goes for a little nap with Tonks forever. This is also important because we see Harry's growth. He now has wisdom to offer on to a child, and it also shows how serious the war is getting. Plus, Lupin is hot, so put him in more. That's what she said. And lastly, there was a scene where Harry finds a letter to Sirius from his mom, and it talks about how Harry was just born and he's learning all about Quidditch and Sirius would be so proud, and how Wormy came and was acting weird.
Yes, hello, Hogwarts students. It's me, Santa Claus. I'm here to give you your Christmas presents.
Cedric, I've got you a shovel. You don't know what that's for yet, but trust me, you'll need it. Cho, tissue paper, same reason. Harry, a subscription of Juvederm, I just feel like you need it. Severus, I've gotten you a potted set of roses because I know you can't really make lilies last too long. Dumbledore, a parachute, trust me. Actually, you're kind of the worst, so, just kidding. Here's, a remote. Arthur Weasley, I got you a rubber duck, you little minx. Hermione, an extra large toothbrush. And Draco, a bushel of apples, obviously. Making my mom kiss or dismiss the Harry Potter good boys. That's your first one.
Dismiss.
Lupin? Rude.
Probably kiss. Bad boy. You say it's a good boy.
He's a good boy because he can Gryffindor, but yeah, he's kind of a bad boy. That's
I
fair.
would hug him.
You don't like his long, luscious locks?
Dismiss.
Do you remember who that is?
This is the professor of dark arts? No.
He was.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of like him.
Do you remember what he did at the end? Where he tried to erase their memories and leave them down in the chamber to expire slowly?
I know, but I think I still would kiss him.
Last one.
Oh, I feel bad for him. I have to dismiss him. I can't kiss him. I mean, could you kiss your forehead? Would that be considered?
I don't know. No, it's got to be tongue. Playing Kiss or Dismiss with my mom. Harry Potter, Part 2. Bad Boy Edition. Daddy Malfoy.
Kiss. Ooh, for sure kiss.
Runs in the family.
Robin Hood. Oh my gosh, who is this?
He's the one who pretends to be Mad-Eye Moody. The son, Barty Crouch Jr.
Ooh, he's got creepy eyes. Dismiss.
That's his dad!
No.
You know, he's dismissed.
Creepy.
For sure.
Wait, I can't see. Who is it?
It's Wormtail. Last one.
I can't see.
Right there.
What is it?
Aragog.
Where do you see
The
this?
spider.
No.
All right, everyone. Me, my husband, and my mom did a sugar cookie snowman / creature decorating contest, and you guys are going to tell us which one you like the most, and let me know in the comments. Also, you may be wondering how this is Harry Potter related. I'm a Slytherin, she's a Hufflepuff, and my husband's a Gryffindor, so we've got a little bit of a house battle going on. You know what? We're not even going to say whose is whose. This is the first one, okay? No details will be explained. You're just going to look at each of them. This is the next one. And this is the final one. So those are the three. The full vlog where we decorated them is in my YouTube. I'll be opening that up and editing that and doing all of that and uploading it tomorrow. So if you want to see the whole journey, go there because we'll be voting on there as well to decide the winner. But let me know right now, just off the first looks, who your favorite was. And rank them first, second, and third. In Order of the Phoenix, Daniel Radcliffe came up with the idea that Harry would wear an outfit similar to Professor Lupin, a man who he really looked up to for his lessons with Dumbledore's army. Elbow patches were never so touching. Evanna Lynch beat out thousands of girls for the role of Luna Lovegood. When she went in front of the producer and director, they were like, "She's Luna." Unbeknownst to them, she had written a letter to J.K. Rowling herself, she who must not be named. The nargles on that girl. The actress who played Narcissa was actually supposed to play Bellatrix, but she got pregnant and not by Lucius Malfoy, so she had to step down, and by the time, the baby was outside of her, she stepped in to play the role of Narcissa. It's wild to think of anyone other than Helena playing Bellatrix. Emma Watson almost gave up acting after the 5th movie, and the only reason she stayed is because she couldn't stand to see anyone else play Hermione. I guess she really sunk her teeth into the role. Get it because she had big teeth in the books. Oopsie. Padfoot, you're acting like a child. I'm not acting! More Harry Potter behind the scenes facts. Did you know that in Order of the Phoenix, Ron talks about the room of requirement? He's like, I wonder if it could turn into a bathroom if we needed it. This is actually a reference to the novel Goblet of Fire, where Dumbledore mentions that it once turned into a laboratory for him. Which is odd because according to She Who Must Not Be Named, they just went wherever they wanted and vanished it like Mr. Clean. This one kind of hurt. In the picture of the original Order of the Phoenix, James and Oliver Phelps played their deceased uncles, the Pruitts, so. Ooh. Fred was practicing, I guess. The wand choreography used in the movies is actually consisted of 5 different spell styles, and each actor was allowed to make it their own. So Lucius Malfoy, Jason Isaacs, made it more stiff and formal, whereas Gary Oldman, who played Sirius Black, made it more snappy and Street Fighter style. KO! It's what happened to him. And Ivana Lynch made her radish earrings, and they looked ravishing. I like to think of an AU where the Death Eaters come to invade Hogwarts, but it's only Hermione, Ron, and Harry there. Which, I mean, at this point, they're pretty much worth a whole army, apparently. And the Spoopy Boys are trying to take over Hogwarts, trying to be the top kings, and these 3 kids are like, you know what? We're just gonna Home Alone this. Booby traps everywhere. Obviously, they hit up Peeves. He's super down, needs no convincing. A lot of it is getting Aragog and his little minions to do spiderwebs everywhere, because just walking through a spiderweb ruins your whole day. You feel like it's on you forever. They get the Cornish pixies to give them wedgies.
Oh, what's this little chemical romance, boys? You want a floating cupcake?
Wrong. It's a frosted covered dragon. Slick Easy's potion all over the floor. They'll be dancing around like they were hit with a Jelly Legs drinks. Time for more wild behind-the-scenes Harry Potter facts. Did you know that Imelda Staunton was the only actress that the producers considered for Umbridge? She even had the idea to add more and more padding onto her costume as the movie progresses, and to make it more and more pink. Because, you know, the books described her as a toad. And that was totally accurate. Speaking of pink, they made Tonks's hair purple instead of pink like in the movies because they thought that pink was connotated with Umbridge. I used to like pink. Katie, the actress who played Cho Chang, was so nervous for her kiss with Daniel that she was stressing out for weeks beforehand. Then the day came when they were supposed to do their... And Daniel got sick. With love. No, it was probably like the flu or something, I don't know. It rains a lot in London, so yeah, they probably got a cold. Oof, and this one is good. Stephen King himself said that Dolores Umbridge was the best villain to come along since Hannibal Lecter. She wants fava beans and a nice... The Department of Mysteries was the first complete computer-generated set. It just would have been way too expensive to build. They would have needed like 15,000 crystal balls. And the balls were too expensive. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm not 12. Even though Trelawney and Umbridge do not get along in the movie, they're best friends in real life. Apparently they even live like opposite of each other. I bet even Trelawney didn't see that one coming. Order of the Phoenix was the first movie in the franchise to not use real cathedrals and castles for the interior scenes, and they just used them all on sets. Why does that make me kind of sad? I feel like it kind of loses some of its magic. There were over 30,000 individual tiles in the Ministry of Magic set. Real ones would have been too expensive to use like ceramic or anything, so they just heavily painted some cardboard. Gotta use those old diaper boxes, baby.
Excuse me, who made Hermione the boss of the group?
Ronald, you did.
You said Hermione should be the boss.
And then you said, let's vote, and it was unanimous.
And then you made her a plaque that said, boss of us.
You put little sparkles on it.
All valid points.
Then, after Harry wins the final task, he will grab the portkey out.
Oh, I have him do the tournament at all. Why not make a portkey out of his shoes or...
After winning the final task.
Wait, this one's not a redhead. This one's not mine. Who's this kid? Why is he putting jam on our toast? Boy, do I hate being right all the time.
There was a lot of hubbub around one of the filming locations for the Harry Potter series, and it almost became a church versus pagans situation. So for the first movie, they wanted to use the Canterbury Cathedral for some of the films, but the Dean of Canterbury was like, no, can't do it because that's pagan imagery and you can't do that inside a Christian church, you witches. So then they needed to find another filming place, and the Gloucestershire, I don't know if that's right, so England fans, you know, come attack me and tell me how it's supposed to be. But the Dean of Gloucestershire was like, hey, you can come film in our cathedral. And he actually turned out to be a huge Harry Potter stan, and his last name was Bury, and that's just like fun. He was a Bury big fan. There was a huge media outcry, like Gloucestershire Sauce was hosting it, and there were like a bunch of bins of people, newspapers, and letters being thrown in, being like, you can't do this, it's pagan, it's bad. And they're like, we're gonna block the media and we're gonna not allow you come in. And then the day of, there was only one protester who showed up.